the forgotten point that awakens Kundalini and reactivates all chakras. What if I told you there's a hidden door in your body, left by ancient civilizations as a silent reminder of who you are? A point that doesn't need mantras, candles, or hours of meditation, just a touch. It's not on your forehead, it's not your heart. It's at the base of your skull, right where your head meets your neck, a place you've probably touched 1,000 times, without knowing what you were awakening. This point is not a metaphor, it's real. And in many ancient traditions, it was the beginning of the way back home. The body as a map of the soul. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's called Feng Fu, the palace of wind. In Egypt, initiates called it the eye of the Nape. In Tantra, it connects the throat chakra to a subtle point called Bindu, the invisible drop that holds the memory of the divine. But today, it's been forgotten, replaced by fast techniques, meditation apps, and a world hungry for shortcuts, while the real key has always been behind you. Literally, 3 energy pathways meet right here. When you touch this point with presence, you activate the central channel of the spine, Sushumna Nadi, where Kundalini energy rises, the base of the brain, linked to the autonomic nervous system, breath, heartbeat, and awareness. The electromagnetic field, what some call the aura or the human biofield, it's like pressing a sacred switch, an ancient code that, once activated, awakens what has long been asleep, your subtle memories, your vital energy, your soul's purpose. The awakening of the 7 chakras begins here. They told you the chakras awaken through discipline, through years of practice, through techniques that only a few could master. But they never told you the truth, that the journey of all 7 chakras can begin with a single touch. A touch at the base of your skull, because this forgotten point isn't just a pressure spot, it's the ignition switch of your energy system, the silent drum that awakens the sleeping serpent. And as the Kundalini rises, each chakra becomes a gate of remembrance. Let's walk through them now, one by one, not as ideas, but as living forces inside of you. 1. Root chakra, Muladhara. Located at the base of your spine, it holds your sense of survival, stability, and belonging. When you touch the nape and awaken the current, this chakra grounds you. You begin to feel safe, not because the world is safe, but because you've remembered. You are the earth. You are supported. You are here. 2. Sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. This is your center of creation, sensuality, and flow. As the energy rises from the root, it melts into your hips, your waters, your emotions. You begin to feel again. Desire becomes sacred, and pleasure becomes presence. 3. Solar plexus, Manipura. Here lives your fire, your will, your power to act. Once your emotional waters are flowing, this chakra ignites like a golden flame. You no longer seek control. You radiate confidence, direction, clarity. You remember, I choose, I move, I shine. 4. Heart chakra, Anahata. The fire climbs higher and opens the sacred chamber of the heart. But this time, it's not just love for others. It's reverence for your own soul. You feel yourself woven into all things. Love no longer hurts, it heals. Because the heart is not something to protect, it's something to expand. 5. Throat chakra, Vishuddha. From the love that flows inward, a voice emerges, the voice of your truth, not what others taught you to say, but the vibration your soul came to express. You speak less, but everything you say echoes across realities. You become the voice of the sacred. 6. Third eye, Ajna. As the Kundalini passes through your throat, it lights the space between your eyebrows. And suddenly, you see what was always there, not with your eyes, with your remembering. Visions, patterns, synchronicities. The world becomes symbolic. Your perception becomes prophecy. 7. Crown chakra, Sahasrara. And finally, the current touches the top of your head. The lotus opens, and you realize there is no separation. You are not in the universe, you are the universe, experiencing itself through your body. But none of this happens without a spark. And that spark starts in the back of your neck. This is not philosophy. This is spiritual electricity. The body remembers, the energy rises, the soul rejoices, because the chakras are not locks, they are doors, and the key was never lost. It was simply untouched. Now you found it, and nothing will ever feel disconnected again. Touch with presence. Breathe with soul. Use 2 fingers. Close your eyes. Touch the base of your neck gently. Don't press hard. Simply invite and watch what happens. Some feel warmth, others a tingling sensation. Some see inner light. Others remember past lives. And some just cry softly. Softly, because something forgotten is being remembered. This point is more than energy. It's a spiritual threshold. It doesn't just awaken, it reveals. When you activate it, light begins to shine on what was hidden. Old fears, wounds, patterns. But not to punish, to cleanse. Like a river flowing again after years of emotional debris. That's why when you activate this point, don't expect only peace. Expect truth. Expect awakening. Expect remembrance. You're not here to learn. You're here to remember. To remember what your soul always knew, that your body is not a prison, it is a temple, that the chakras are not symbols, they are living gateways, and that Kundalini is not a myth, it's the golden thread linking your essence to the cosmos. And it all begins with a touch at the base of your skull. On New Year's, all 5 practices to turn your body into a portal. Morning touch. Before opening your eyes, place your fingers on the nape and breathe. Align your field before aligning your schedule. Midday. Recenter. Pause for 1 minute. Touch the point. In a chaotic world, recentering is power. Before meditation or creation, this touch sets the right frequency. Focus, inspiration, and clarity flow naturally. During emotional storms, anxiety, sadness, overwhelm, this point is your spiritual reset button. Before sleep, one final touch before bed invites lucid dreams, healing, and subconscious downloads. This video didn't find you by accident. If you've listened this far, it's because something inside you is already ready. Ready to awaken, ready to feel, ready to remember. This hidden point is the key. The 7 chakras are the doors, and Kundalini is the sacred fire that lights the temple. Touch with presence, breathe with soul, and repeat with intention. Each time I touch this point, I return home. If this message stirred something inside you, if it felt like an ancient string being tuned, like, share, and send this to those who are ready to remember. This isn't just a technique, it's a legacy, not something new, but something eternal that has just begun to rise again. See you at the next portal. Until then, let your body lead the way home.